returning to the Toro Cup mats to represent Ravensguard Academy. Please help me welcome back Miss Terah Hieber. And her opponent is representing Narvaez, BJJ, and making her Toro Cup debut. Please help me welcome Nabila Chaudhri Martinez. All right, these more advanced women's matches seem to be culminating outside of the black belts. A lot of purple belt and high-level blue belt action in the later half of this card. If you like ladies no-gi super fights.
Yes. We are spicy already.
Yeah, and Chaudhri Martinez is already pushing the action on Hieber, the more experienced Toro Cup competitor.
Good top pressure. She has that inside hip stapled.
Yeah.
Not really afraid to overextend those arms here.
Terah's playing that posted, seated guard game, trying to keep the space until she wants to take it herself. She doesn't want to give any space away. And Nabila is putting that pressure into the knee in the middle, preventing the guard from shifting, but Terah's going to make a little space and shrimp out. And she's been looking at those legs all match long.
Mill's looking for that underhook there.
Oof. Tries to go through on that pass.
Good guard recovery here.
And Terah's not content to just sit there either. She's like, I'm going to take this opportunity to get up, actually. Like that.
Ooh, back to the pull.
Yeah. A pull up. She was aided in her pull effort there. She was like, get down.
It's a gentle nudge.
You want to pull? Just get down there and pull. Shallow shield. Little hook there.
She's looking for this reverse de la Riva entry into the legs.
Trying to turn under, right, yeah. I've seen Philip Painter hit that in Toro Cup competition in the past.
And she's doing a great job because, like, successful reverse de la Riva, you have to control that outside passing hand.
Yeah.
But not so much that you end up getting your guard smashed.
It's a very tough line to walk sometimes in no-gi.
And Nabila looks like she's really wanting these inside pass.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not... Well, she's gotten her foot grabbed trying to outside pass. And she seems like she doesn't have an alternative to either going inside or trying to walk around. And now we get the inversion from Hieber. That's the thing about that reverse de la Riva entry is that a lot of people put their knee in the middle, and it's so good against that. Like, it's just so good at shutting that down. So if you're like, you know, if that's the first time you've been exposed to that in no-gi, that can be a little confusing as far as, like, what actually do I do? But now we see Hieber's forced to play a much more traditional knee shield, and this might be an opportunity for Nabila to continue to pass.
She's got that upper body connection on the neck here.
Yeah.
Again, more great recovery from Terah.
Yeah, Terah is just always shallowing her guard to the right point where it's effective. Like, she's not allowing it to become a burden on her legs to carry Martinez around.
Back up on our feet. We'll see if there's another pull here from Terah.
Yeah, you wanna pull in the way that makes you the most under your opponent, right? Like you want to get the best possible entry. It's just like shooting a takedown. And I think that that's maybe one thing that's been lacking in some of the lower belt matches here today is just that they're pulling, but they're pulling and ending up right in front of people where you're just essentially playing guard, essentially, instead of being on something as soon as you go under. Like when you watch Nathan, when he pulls somebody's wrist, he is trying to elevate them immediately before they've even like come all the way on top of him fully.
Yep, and we saw it again. She had the foot in the hip, but she's pulling. Yeah. There's a lot of distance to cover there.
Right, exactly. And I honestly feel like Terah keeps looking wide and outside, almost like she's looking for an Imanari roll. Like there may be an attack there that she likes, and that's why she's pulling so wide out like that. But now there's points on the line, so we'll see if that changes the strategy for either young lady. Oh.
Took a little kick to the face.
Lovingly, I mean.
This is the site of many great MMA fights.
The gentle art. I wouldn't say great, but trust me, I worked
historic.
A lot of them. Trust me, I worked a lot of them. They were fights. They happened. Let's leave it at that.
Nogi Spider Guard.
Yeah, Terah's got like a varied game, right? Like she's hitting her with a lot of looks you normally would not see at this level in ladies nogi.
I'm not gonna lie, I've played some Nogi Spider Guard in my day.
I mean, you're a black belt. You've probably played every guard in your day, right? That's
everything but D-Path. I hate that place.
We don't talk about that shadowy area over there.
Ooh,
Martinez showing some wise defense there to get her leg out of there. She realized immediately Terah was around that outside leg.
Terah had some great elevation there for a second too.
I mean, that's the kind of
back
look,
on our feet.
That's the look that Terah's been looking for the entire time she's been down there, is some kind of exposure to that thigh and knee line, and she got it, but Martinez just hit the ejecto-cedo.
So the question is, does she continue on that pursuit?
I like that throw by.
We are in points, so a good takedown is going to put someone ahead here. There it is.
Beautiful.
Ooh, not quite
Terah
long enough to
doesn't
secure.
settle, though. She says, I'm not interested in settling.
She doesn't strike me as someone that settles in many positions.
No, I believe Terah was the Gloss Scholarship winner of the award last year, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what that rash guard is from.
Shout out to Gloss.
Yeah, great organization for sure.
Avid Toro Cup supporters, too. That was a beautiful ankle pick.
That was great. It was the type of ankle pick where it's like, that's what you show people.
Yes.
And you're like, here's an example of an ankle pick. Literally,
good level
it's
change.
Perfect.
Good reach.
Yeah. Timing. Everything was nice. Terah was just like, nope, didn't happen. They pulled out the neuralizer from Men in Black. Just, nope, that never happened. Don't worry about that. I'm right back up on my feet.
Curious to see what she goes for here from closed guard.
Yeah, well, I mean, what we've seen work today from the bottom position is throwing up attacks, even if they're not all the way in, to change the position a little bit. And as far as what we've seen work on top, forcing that guard open or frustrating the person to where they open it for you.
Yes.
Seems to have been the trending topic here today from full guard. You're a big time full guard player.
Yeah.
What's the most annoying thing somebody can do on top in your full guard to you? Besides talking to you.
You can talk to. I'll talk all day. For me, it's the hip posts.
Like
if they're
down.
just cupped in on the hips right there, you shut that down for me. I start to panic about where I'm gonna go.
Their elbows on their hips and their hands on your. Yeah. That's very annoying.
That's when I'm forced to start opening and making other decisions. I'm big on high guard. I really like to climb. I really love a good dead orchard.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
That's my goal.
One time I called it that on commentary, and Bagels was like, "Don't call it that. It's a double arm bar." And I was like, "Nathan Orchard didn't go to
I'm a big fan
school
of
for
Nate
10
Orchard.
years for you to call it that."
Yes. Is it just a double arm bar? Absolutely. That doesn't sound cool. Credit to 10th
Speaking
Planet.
of, hold on now. We got some high guard going on from
Love to
Terah
see
Reed,
it.
almost as if she's listening in. He's like, "Wait a second. I love Nathan Orchard too."
Nabila's got those wide elbows, though. She's posted, and
Yeah,
it's going to be really hard to collapse.
She looks strong.
She does.
She looks athletic, so.
And probably not her first rodeo in this position either.
No, it doesn't look like she is inexperienced in any part of the game.
She is a brown belt.
Ah, okay, cool.
We're into our last 30 seconds. No points on the board.
Yeah, we could be looking at another sudden death. We've had some sudden deaths, and then we've had some just deaths so far. Nothing really sudden about them. They've gone super deep into the water.
Terah had that arm drag position there for a second.
And basically from that position right there, Terah was trying to make something work the entire match, really, and couldn't get the elevation that she needed or the exposure to the hip and knee line that she wanted, whereas Nabila had a very hard time just getting around that guard, and we saw that be a theme all day today. And now it will come down to who scores a point first.
Ooh.
Terah just tried to just throw herself into that, but almost got herself thrown by. Collar tie, plum for Reed.
It's a thin line to walk between wanting to ball out in this golden score-esque sudden death and not giving up too much.
You always do the fake.
You got to stay safe.
You always do the fake slap and bump blast double. That's the Toro Cup sudden death victory strategy. What the? Pushed her away. I thought she was going to come up on top there for that quick point. That could have been some gamer type play. Nabila's again trying to pass. Terah's going to pull her in. Almost looking at a stack here now is Nabila.
I mean, that'd be the time to hit that ankle pick one more time.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like what she's giving a lot away for, right? Like she keeps giving her posture up, like she isn't aware that could happen again. We've seen the throw by almost work for Nabila a few times. We've seen the ankle pick actually work for her. So we know she has at least 2 solid entries there. I'm sure she's got more than one.
And Terah's doing a good job of shucking that off. There it is.
Beautiful, beautiful throw by, and that is it.
Just got a kick to the face while we're at it. Great match.
Really nice match.